Alright, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Izzy if you're new here. Today I'm going on a little adventure. So I've been on a little bit of a new gut health protocol, and I'm going to take you along my journey because I have to go get something to add to this protocol. So I'm renting a car, taking my stainless steel water bottles with me to stay hydrated, and the last thing I need to bring is a jar. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. Come, let's go on an adventure. Adventure with Izzy. Sharing cars feels electric. Let's go. You know, sometimes vlogging by yourself gets real hard. I need like a videographer, preferably for free. Got my water bottle, put this snazzy new sticker on it. Go one more. I don't know who was driving this thing. Alright, I'm strapped in and we're gonna get hitting the road to my secret location. Actually, before I get going, I need to set my maps here because, I mean, I've been here before, but at the same time, you think my head remembers where I'm going? No. I'm actually in an electric vehicle right now, and it's also good because I didn't charge my camera before I planned to do a vlog, so I can charge it while I drive. So Siri's gonna get me hooked up. Let's go! You and I start gazing into 20s. We are never strangers. You were right there all along. We're in the back roads, baby. Arrived at destination. Hello. Hello. Hey. Look at me. So the goods are secured. You probably can't really hear me because I'm walking on the side of the main road here where I am. But I get antsy when I haven't walked for a while. It's about like a 45-50 minute drive, so I have to drive back. Just getting some steps in so I'm not itching to walk while I drive back. And there's also some amazing views that I'm going to show you. It's unreal. Not those views though, not those ones. And I honestly really have to pee, so I'm gonna pop a squat somewhere. It's just a matter of where. I love the nature so much. Gotta get out of the city. I think I'm realizing that more and more. Just being in a city for like 4 years now, I miss the nature. Nice little spot to mark my territory. Nothing new here. I do it all the time. This is literally beautiful. Unreal. It's like actually so insane. Well, I'm gonna drive home now. It's a nice little outing. So the reason I can't tell you where I am is because what I'm currently doing right now is illegal. And also, if I videotape while drive, that is also illegal. So I will talk to you when I get home. Time to say bye to the view. So what is colostrum and what is kefir and why am I adding it to my diet? So first of all, yes, raw milk is illegal where I live. I'm in Canada. But sometimes some people get around and we'll just leave it at that. I am specifically using raw milk because it is actually easier to digest for most people because it contains like the natural bacteria, whereas pasteurized milk, they literally filter everything out, remove all the good stuff, and then they add their own bacteria, and it's just pointless in my opinion. So when you pasteurize milk, basically you heat it down and it kills all the good stuff, including the natural enzymes you need to break down the milk, lowers the protein content, and yeah, it's just pointless. So raw kefir is fermented milk, which means if you've ever had fermented foods like sauerkraut, it's quite sour, and this is sour and tangy. I already tried a bit, and I put it in a fresh container. But basically, the difference between having something that you ferment yourself is it creates natural bacteria, whereas if you take a probiotic, it's usually destroyed by the time it actually gets to where it's supposed to go. So the stomach acid just destroys the bacteria inside the pill. So that is why drinking or eating fermented foods is a lot better, because it actually makes its way down to the small intestine where it's supposed to be. The person that sold me this milk actually told me that raw goat milk kefir specifically is the only milk that people with Crohn's can digest, which is quite interesting. So I'm excited to see how this experiment goes. Next up we have colostrum. So I already froze it down into mini ice cubes, so that way I can pop it into like smoothies, or I don't know why I always smell it, but pop it into smoothies, do whatever. I have had this before and it's quite yummy. I have not had the kefir before. I've had kefir in general, but not like raw goat milk kefir. So colostrum is extremely good for the gut. Probably better than kefir because it's made from the mother's first milk, which has a lot of, not to get into big terminology, but it has a lot of immunoglobulins. And it's just good for repairing the gut lining. It's actually good for skin, hair, and nails. So both of these combined in my diet, I'm really hoping that it sorts my gut out pretty well. I'm obviously gonna start slow, but if you can get your hands on raw milk, that is fantastic. Sometimes you gotta do some digging, sometimes there's Facebook groups, but just, if you want it, you'll find it. Also, the reason I'm using goat milk is because, one, that's the only one I could find, and two, goat milk only has one type of casein. So casein is a type of protein found in milk, and there's A1 casein, there's A2 casein, and A1 casein is harder to digest, which is found in cow products. Whereas animals like goat, sheep, buffalo, they only have A2 casein. So A1 casein, if you're staying with me here, is the harder one to digest. That is why a lot of people don't do well with cow milk. But with goat, there's one less type of casein, so it's A2 casein, and it's easier to digest. So that is why I'm adding kefir and colostrum to my diet. Woo, quite tangy, little goaty, but we're getting this gut fixed. Let me know, do you consume specifically raw kefir or raw colostrum? I know a lot of times it's really hard to get raw colostrum. It's usually found in powder form, and this is like really expensive, so this alone was like 50 bucks. Yeah, so let me know, do you add these to your diet? And I'm looking for specifically raw, and have you noticed a benefit? Hope you found something useful, learned something new, and hopefully you come back to my channel for the next video, and I will keep you updated on my gut healing journey, as I have been doing since I started my YouTube channel.